Welcome to Toffee TV. Here is the match reaction. Everton 3, Tottenham Hotspur 2. What a result. What a performance by Everton. In the main. Excellent result today. Brilliant performance for the Toffees and a huge win. That's the most important thing. And at the time of recording, Manchester City are hammering Ipswich as well. So really good. It just felt great. It felt great at Goodison Park today to watch Everton go forward, to attack with verve, to attack with getting on the front foot, play some fantastic football at times, and took advantage. We knew Spurs coming into this one were weakened. We knew defensively they weren't great, but all that did, I think, was raise anxiety for some people that Everton aren't great at putting the ball in the back of the net, of course, but we've gone out today and got 3 goals in a game. Could have got a whole host more as well, but we've won the match. And yeah, listen, the last 20 minutes were unnecessarily nervy, weren't they? We give, my opinion, 2 cheap goals away, although Kulusevski's finish was fantastic. But you know, for large parts of that game, it was an excellent performance that showed that these players are good footballers, are better than, you know, they have shown at times. But you've got to do that regularly, and it's no good turning up now and again. And today they showed their ability and showed that when they go forward and when they attack with a bit of belief, fans are fantastic. It shows what can be done, and made up for David Moyes being here a week, and you can see the changes already, the attitude of the players, the positivity of the players in terms of attacking, and we just got a huge 3 points, and we have to build on it now. Another big game next week and a tough game at Brighton next week, but everybody should be a bit, more confident with that one. And that's all we can do. The next home game in the Premier League is Leicester City. That's a must-win for us. And if we win that one, then we'll be going in the right direction. But it's all about today, and that's all we have to look for. And comment about, really, because everything else looking too far ahead never ever helps anybody. Went with 3 at the back today. I asked a few people on social media yesterday whether we thought David Moyes might go to a 3 at the back. I'll be honest, I was thinking more to get 2 strikers up there. And particularly in this one, knowing Spurs would have, a weakened back line. I thought Beto alongside Dom might have caused them issues, but the manager didn't go with that. He had Lindstrom at right wing back. Good to see Brien given a game, and I thought he had a really good game, and it just shows you, doesn't it? If you give these people chances, they can perform. And O'Brien done well today. Lindstrom right wing back, Michalenko left wing back, Mangala, Decore, and Garner in the middle, and obviously Dominic Calvert-Lewin with Njai. It was like a 3-4-3 really, and Everton just went about the business straight from the off, pressing Tottenham, high pressing them, good intensity, made Spurs really uncomfortable, and we saw that with our first real attempt at goal. It was really good play from Lindstrom, getting in on Jed Spence over on the right wing. Good little move, come back to Lindstrom, drop the shoulder and whip the shot, which Kinski pushed wide, and it was a good start, and that's what you want, get the early shot on target, get Goodison off the seats. And from that moment, I think we really showed that we meant business, and we were forcing, Tottenham to not be comfortable. I thought Dominic Calvert-Lewin led the line fantastically well today, and really good work rate. We took the lead with a brilliant goal. It really was a brilliant goal, and again Everton getting the ball in a lovely little dummy by Mangala to Idrissa Gana Gueye, and he rolls it into Dom, and Dom takes a touch, cuts inside, checks back, and then just wrong foots the goalkeeper, having sent Archie Gray the chippy, and Everton are winning 1-0. Great moment for him. Big moment for us as fans to see a goal at Goodison. And, that was something to build on, and Goodison, lit up. The crowd were fantastic. And because of that, the players, I think, fed off that energy of the crowd. And you know what? It's been a while. It's been a while since we've played on the front foot like that. And it did take me back to the previous David Moyes era. Listen, it's early days. I don't know whether this will continue. Who knows? But it did remind me of what it used to be like home games with David Moyes when when we would go after teams. You know, wasn't always perfect. Of course it wasn't. But when Goodison is engaged and it feeds off the players doing that, and then the players feed off the crowd, it really energises them and us. And I think that made Tottenham really uncomfortable. We got a second goal. It was a brilliant move. It started earlier in our half, and eventually the ball comes. Mangala does well. And then if the ball comes to Iliman and Jai, and he goes off on a run, faces up, edge of the box, little step over, shoves it onto his left foot and puts it into the roof of the net. Brilliant goal, brilliant moment for him. And to give Everton a 2-goal cushion. And we'd already missed an opportunity for a 2-goal cushion. We'd had another good move, and Mangala whips a shot in and Kinski pushes it onto a post. Brilliant save from the Tottenham keeper. We'd had a free kick coming, Tarkovsky directed there, that again Kinski makes another really good save as well, and it comes out, Calvert-Lewin heads it back, and he hangs on there as well from that. So Everton having lots of attempts at goals. Spurs should have equalised at 1-0. I have to say that it was a break with straight ball. We got ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Kulusevski rolled it back, and Son, 12 yards out, tried to just place it into the corner. Jordan Pickford made the save. It was a good save, but one probably Son should have buried, really. And then Everton took over. We had shots, we got blocked, they got blocks in, but we did get the third goal. A deep ball to the back post. Tarkovsky headed across, Calvert-Lewin flicked it on, and it hit Archie Gray and ended up in the back of the Spurs. And I think Jake O'Brien was right behind him and might have tapped it in anyway. Who knows? But it was an Archie Gray own goal, and we really were in dreamland. 3-0 up at half time and in control. Really, Spurs hadn't done much. Spurs brought Richarlison on at half time. But Everton still were the better side, really. Tottenham pushed a little bit more, but Everton was still in control of the game, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin almost had a chance to make it 4-0. He'd already flashed the header wide off a free kick. Mikalenko, after a good move, blazed over, and then Dom spinning on, and swivelling and hitting a shot, which if he'd have hit the target, he'd have scored, because he took Kinski out the game. And you did start thinking, let's make sure we don't do anything cheap here. And Spurs got themselves a goal. Jesper Lindstrom had gone off. He was knackered. Ashley Young come on. Spurs got a goal, a breakaway. Jordan Pickford. I don't think we pressed brilliantly, but to me, I think sort of the energy went out of Everton after about 65, 70 minutes. I think we started to tire, and we didn't press them in their own half as well as we had done. And they worked it through, and it was a lovely little through ball. I think it was Kulusevski again, I think, put Maddison through. Pickford comes out and holds him up. But then, my opinion, he should sprint back to his line. He's slow getting back to his line, and when it comes back, Kulusevski just dinks it into the net. It's a brilliant finish, it is. It's guided in. Jake O'Brien, I thought at first, could he have headed it off the line? I've watched it again, it's too high for him. And it was 3-1. And the nerves come in then, because Tottenham hadn't really done anything to get themselves back into the game, to make us. They sort of didn't deserve the goal, if that makes sense, because they hadn't done enough. And it was 3-1. But we have been here before. It isn't our first rodeo of Everton squandering leads and having been in total control. You then start fearing the worst. Michael Keane came on for Jake O'Brien, who'd had a really good game, and then Nathan Patterson come on. But Spurs were in the ascendancy. They brought Mikey Moore on. I thought he was brilliant for them. Really positive, running at us, and had put us in a little bit of trouble a couple of times. I also thought Lucas Bergvall in midfield was very good for them. I think he's only 18. It was excellent for them. But, Everton had seemingly rode it out, and then we go and give a corner away because we don't do the right things at the other end of the pitch. They broke and got a corner, and 3 of them run out for a short, and we're too slow to react. Ashley Young doesn't get out anywhere near quick enough to Mikey Moore, and Michael Keane doesn't realise he's only marking Richarlison in the box and lets a cross go over him, and Richarlison slides in at the far post to make it 3-2. And with a minute and a half to go, you're thinking, we can't throw this away, surely. Surely, if having been 3-0 up and in total control, this is not going to end up with us dropping points here, because that would have been an absolute crushing blow. They knocked the long ball in, and Jordan Pickford came and claimed it and fell to his knees, and you're thinking, okay, but there was still about a minute to go. But there was a moment just below me in the Bullens where we get the ball back and Patterson slides in and wins it back, and Calvert-Lewin's fouled on the halfway line and the referee gives Everton a free kick. And it's at that moment Patterson turns around and is celebrating in front of the paddock, at the award of the free kick, and the referee says to Tarkowski, that's it, it's done. And all he has to do is smash it into the corner, but he slips taking it. And you're thinking, oh my God. But it went up near, the ref blew the whistle, and David Moyes has his first win back as Everton manager. It's a massive win. It's a huge win. It puts Everton 4 points clear of any danger at the moment. It's a big win for us. Goals. And, we're now remarkably only 4 points behind Tottenham in the Premier League. So we can look up a little bit. Obviously, listen, I'm a great believer in this team is more than good enough to stay out of trouble. But don't get me wrong, we're in it at the moment, but we'll get away from it. I said when Moyes come in, he needed 5 wins. Well, there's one of them. So 4 more to go in 17 games. Yeah, that's where we are. I think a couple of new additions at least will really help. I think getting Ida back, getting James Garner back will be big for us. Chimiti, Seamus Coleman, just so he's got the full complement of players. We had Harrison Armstrong, who was turned 18 today, so happy birthday to him. On the bench, and obviously young Martin Sheriff on the bench as well today. So I think David Moyes will want a bigger squad, of course. But that's a massive step for me today. I think we've played really, really good football for 70 minutes, really entertaining at times, and at other times we've had to do the sort of the leg work, the dirty work, just smashing it clear, because they're a really good side in possession of the ball. So we've got a big win today, and let's all enjoy it. Got 6 days till we play again. Hopefully there'll be some positive news in the transfer market this week. We can all get behind the manager, and I thought Dominic Calvert-Lewin was brilliant. He is my man of the match today. I thought he led the line fantastically well, scored a really good goal, looked the threat all day, carried on working. I thought notable mentions for Jake O'Brien coming in and doing really well on his full Premier League debut. And when you perform like that, you deserve a special mention. And I thought Lindstrom as well. I thought Lindstrom did really well till he ran out of steam. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin is my man of the match. There you go. Enjoy your toffees. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you haven't, enjoy the rest of your night. See you later.